So, you're here to learn how to deal with the loose movement ranked demons, right? Are you tired of chasing these guys or using loose movement, just throwing the jab? And then as soon as they throw their singular jab or they throw their 3 body jabs in a row and they're lagging and they're playing on Wi-Fi and you're having a hard time dealing with it, and you want to know how to beat those guys, right? And you don't want any bullshit type of tricks that's going to tell you like, oh, just do 1 or 2 things, right? If you're really here to learn how to deal with these guys, I'm going to explain to you the entire process that I use to deal with them, right? In this current patch, the main thing that you need to do with these guys who love to run in loose movement, throw 1 jab out, and then go upstairs, downstairs, and as soon as you throw back, they'll mash like 3 or 4 body jabs downstairs to the body, and then they don't respect your turn. Those type of players, right? The best way to deal with them is to do what they call in sports playing the percentages, right? I'm not a baseball guy, but you want to play the percentages. You want to look for the high percentage play. You do the same thing if you're playing cards, right? Whatever has the highest percentage to match, that's what you want to play by. So what I do in this particular match is I am paying attention to which type of jab this guy likes to throw. His is the jab to the head, right? Look at the frequency and the rate in which he is throwing that jab to the head, right? Since this is his main tool, it is also his main weakness, right? You see me utilizing directional dodges, side steps, because I'm just trying to get the timing down at which I can get a counter punch off of 1 of these jabs like I was able to do there, right? And I'm going to give you an old Fight Night concept which taught me how to deal with these type of players, because the concept also applies on this game. Back in Fight Night Champion, we had these lean modifier abusing straight throws, right? It used to be called chicken wing spam because they'll lean to the side and then the straight will come out at like an angle looking like a broken chicken wing, right? And the straight that used to come out from there either landed at a very high percentage or sometimes it was damn near unblockable. And then some guys will also throw it with power on top of it, and even sometimes they'll throw multiple straights at the same time and you couldn't block it. While you're standing there trying to block it, he's scoring, right? Until I recognized something about that straight that allowed me to beat those type of players very consistently. It's still just a straight. The same way Bruce Lee says a punch is just a punch, it is the same thing on this game. It is simply just a jab. The thing that makes this type of spam annoying to deal with is the movement when you are trying to get your turn back, right? And then sometimes the target is not working. Sometimes that person is lagging. They're throwing punches in ranges where it doesn't really make sense. But at the same time, they have a pattern in which they are going to throw a certain amount of jabs, or they are going to throw at a certain frequency. If you can catch the rhythm, then you can sidestep, you can slip. Sometimes you can simply wait for them to finish and then punish afterwards, right? A traditional boxing concept, right, is if your opponent is throwing 1, you want to throw back 2. And if he throws 2, you want to respond with 3. So since it's a numbers game on Undisputed, you're going to apply the same concept and it will allow you to defeat these type of players very consistently. So I used round 1 in this particular match to figure out the rate and the frequency in which he was going to throw the jab, right? Then I spotted the timing in which he likes to throw it and the range in which he likes to throw that jab. Then I'll notice what direction he likes to move after he's finished throwing his jab. All this information I gathered from round 1, and then round 2 I put belt to ass, right? Now round 3 here, I got a counter. The free counter gives me a combination. puts me up in the punch count. And now his passivity, right, of him wanting to be on the outside is going to end up backfiring on him, because now it creates opportunities for me to utilize that classic boxing concept, which is if he's throwing 1 or 2 and I have the right position in, then I can respond with 3 or 4 if he's throwing 2. So if he throws 2, I want to throw 3. If he's throwing 4, I'm going to throw 5. And when I get my counter punches, it will give me a free shot. So I can either get a second free shot off of it, like if he lands, like if I land a counter jab, a counter hook, or a counter straight, then that means my second follow-up will be for free, like there. But you saw with the power uppercut downstairs to the body. And then I utilize the defensive movements that give me the highest percentage of dodging that jab, right? Then I'm paying attention to when he's on the inside, right? He pokes with 1 jab, I respond with 2 punches with the highest caliber chance of landing, or the highest percentage of landing. And that is how you consistently deal with these type of players. Does it look the prettiest? No. But are we here to make sure that this guy doesn't steal a win from us? That is exactly what we are here for. And as this fight goes on, you're gonna see it gets bad. Another thing that I noticed too with these type of players, especially even the guys who like to go into southpaw and do the same thing, once you start countering them consistently, and yes, it is very hard to do against the guys who are lagging most of the time because you can't always set up the counter. But what you can do is you can always beat them on the punch count, which is what they are trying to do. The fact that they are trying to win on points and you are taking away that ability by either outscoring them or doing what I did there, punishing them after they throw, you will find success. I'm telling you, 90% of the time, if you can do this successfully. This is not something that's very easy to do. It takes putting together a lot of skills usually, but you will also notice these players who like to try to run and jab and just throw nonsense and loose movement, you'll also notice they will stop doing it once they see it's not working. And once you take them out of their element or that game plan, what tends to happen is they are in no man's land now, because they do not have the skills necessary to compete with you on a normal basis, right? The thing that really makes it difficult usually is the connection, and usually is the tracking, where sometimes you'll see they just mash 4 or 5 shots, and then you're trying to throw and then your punches aren't landing, and then it seems like they're getting away with it. With those players, what you really want to do is you need to stop moving, and when he gets close to you, because he has to get close to you, and then he tries to get out of dodge because he's not used to pressuring, because he wants to be on the back foot, that's when it's your turn to score back. So do yourself a favor and don't try to overcomplicate the situation. If you tend to overcomplicate it, then the fight gets difficult. Or you can make it easy on yourself, like I'm doing here in this particular fight, and make it very easy on yourself. It's not going to look the prettiest, it's not going to look the cleanest, but I guarantee you it is extremely effective, as you see here as I put down Ryan Garcia for the second time tonight. And usually when they realize what they're doing isn't working effectively, they'll usually just leave the match, and then you can go ahead and continue on with your day. So this is what's going to happen here after we watch this in between of rounds. I'm going to come out and I'm going to apply all the concepts here at round number 5, and you'll see it in action. So there's the left hook. So we match, then we throw 1. We're matching volume right now until we can get into the correct position. There's the jab, there's the uppercut. He's getting sloppy now, right? There's the jab and the right hook. See, I'm utilizing patience now because he is a fish out of water, and you don't see him really mashing the jab consistently. So because of that, when I find my counter opportunity, it's going to be so much more effective now. Now I'm just playing defense, we're throwing around, we're switching everything up, we're letting him miss, which is our old fight night concept that you guys hear me talk about a lot. And I'm just simply setting up the big shot. That's all I'm doing. Taking him out of his accuracy is going down, so he's not going to be as accurate on the cards. He's throwing power uppercuts now, which is the second cheese they like to go to when these things aren't working out for them. And now I'm just playing the percentages. As soon as I get my counter, I go nuts with my combination on the inside, There's a straight followed by the left hook, another left hook in kind from him, counter left hook. Then he throws the power uppercut behind it. He throws one, I throw two. He throws one, I throw two back, right? He throws two there, I throw three, right? He throws one, there's another 3 punches that come out, right? So the power uppercut comes out, he's still relying on the power. And what I do, uppercut, step to the side, create a counter opportunity for myself that lands. And there's the hook and the uppercut that comes through to the head. And then we close the distance and we put him down for the third and final time tonight. So if you found this information helpful, go ahead and put it into practice and then come back to the video and let me know if it worked out for you. And if it did, like the stream, like the video, please subscribe to the channel and be consider becoming a channel member too, because we have more information like this on the channel membership side of things. Anyway though, it's been your boy Fight Night's Finest, the Selfish Commentator. Guess what, I'm off this. Peace.